All right, moving on to our next game. This is called Codebreaker. So we're back at home playing the Atari 2600. It's 1978. Let's see the artwork for Codebreaker. This one is 20 games or game variations. This is Codebreaker NIM, which we've heard of NIM before. I still don't know what NIM is. I looked it up. It's like a math game you could play, and this one might be Codebreaker, which is another math game. I don't see anything where it says involving kids, so we're not going to just totally skip it. We'll take a look and see what it is. There's the example of the cartridge, and let's see the manual. This might have any more. Game program instructions for Codebreaker. Use the keyboard. Oh, okay. So this one uses keyboard controllers. It looks like this is when they were released or somewhere around the time. You're used to Atari having just the joystick and just the button, but this one had keyboard controllers that you push the buttons on to play the game. And we can play it that way, but man, is it rough playing keyboard or keypad controls. So looks like to play you are... The computer or another player has created a secret code, and you're guessing the code. Oh my gosh. So you have 12 guesses to identify the secret code with the keyboard controller. And it shows you some glossaries of how to guess the code. But you can see here, this is very much a numbers game or a math game, but pretty complicated. And that might be the same for NIM. Let's see what NIM says. There's Codebreaker score, and then there's an example of what the keyboard controller looked like. They had to use that when they programmed for the Atari 2600, by the way. If you wanted to program it like a computer, you were using that at this time. Oof, scary. Okay, so there's an example game, and then they're showing you how to play NIM. So there you go. NIM is the oldest mathematical game known to man. And I don't know how to play. I think we're going to see more of NIM because they're going to turn this mathematical game into video games, especially computer games. But you take turns with the computer or another player removing a number of objects from the stack, and every time you remove an object, it takes it out of the stack. And you're trying to be, I think, the last one to pick the number. So you have to use some math in your head of when you would be the last one to pick the numbers out. Okay, so this one is not going to be able to be played because it uses the keypad controller, but we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Here we go. This is June 1978, playing Codebreaker on the Atari at home. All right, so here we go. We got a different emulator so I can use the number pad. Let's see if it works for us. So am I able to guess the code on... Oh, we got to hit reset first. There we go. And then looks like I can... No, the keypad is not working for us. So we're not able to check that one out. We have to have both keypads because it's like you're plugging in a one-player controller and a second-player controller, but both of them are the keypads. So sadly, can't give Codebreaker its due. So that one's going to be a 0 star for Codebreaker. Love the sound effects. All right, so this will be our last game that we'll do for now. This is Slot Racers on the Atari 2600. Slot Racers, let's see the images for Slot Racers. 9 video games we have. It's just Slot Racers, but 9 different variations. And then there's the back of the box. This one, oh, it shows you on the back what you use to control, which is the standard Atari joystick. All right, there's the example of the cartridge. Again, Atari with the artwork. Love it. Looks awesome. And it looks like we're doing something futuristic. It's not just slot cars. This is something even better. So here's the manual for Slot Racers, Atari program instructions. Looks like this was a 2-player game. Screech, pow, smash. This is the Super Chase scene, and you're in it, behind the wheel of a Super Chase mobile car equipped with power and incredible gadgets. All 9 game variations, 2 players compete in one of 4 chase maze games. And the differences between them are the speed of the cars, the speed of the missiles, and the direction of the missile path. So it gives you examples of how to fire the missiles, and then driving tips, and then how to change the game select and game reset. So it's showing you how to play the game. And then we also have difficulty switches that are on the console itself. It shows how scoring works, and then there's our different game variations. It looks fun. Let's give it a shot. We have the European version as well, but we'll play the North American version. Here we go. This is July 1978. We're at home playing Slot Racers on the Atari 2600. So we'll check out game variation 1. We hit reset on the console. And then to make us go, I move forward on the joystick and it accelerates. Yeah, and I can move. I am the left car, the green or yellow car. And you can see I can move left and right. And I'm just supposed to, yeah, I'm just making turns and going around until I can get to a point where I can shoot. There you go. So I can fire a shot, and it looks like the shot moves in a circle. And you're trying to see, okay, and then you reset your shot and get a... and if you hit the other player, it fires, shoots them away like that. So as soon as you fire the shot, I'm not controlling the bullet. It's just going to continue until that person gets hit. But I don't have a computer to play with me. The computer, I need a second player to play that. But slot racers, a great idea. Another fun idea for Atari. That is great. That is above average. For sure. Especially if you have more than one person. So at the time, 3.5 stars. That one is awesome. All right, we are at time for this time. We will catch you next time. I really appreciate everybody coming out and having fun playing some games. We'll continue our process through all the games as we move on. Have a great night, everybody. Hey, everybody, thanks for checking out the channel and joining me on my quest to play every single video game in order of release. We'll be streaming live every weekday at 9 p.m. Central, so join us and let me know if there's any games that we missed on the way. You can always check me out on YouTube to see any old videos or any of the archival ones before the live stream. Just tell your friends that there's some crazy guy out there playing every single video game, or trying to, in chronological order. You can look me up on Twitter, on Instagram, and YouTube. Chronologically Gaming is the name to look for. We'll catch you next time.